Hello and welcome to another Starcraft 2 commentary video with me, Gumjabar. And this is going to be a Protoss versus Zerg game on Shakiras Plateau. I'm going to speed through the opening here so we can get to the good part. And let me just sort of go for an overview of what this game is going to be about. On certain maps, generally Shakiras and Tal'Darim Altar, it's very, very easy and safe to fast expand with the Forge. The problem for me is that the standard follow-up to this is Stargate play, and I really don't like Stargate play that much. Not that good at it in terms of managing my economy around it, so I haven't practiced it that much. And overall, I feel like Zergs just expect it, and there's some certain timing windows in there where Zerg can capitalize. So what I'm doing instead, I do believe after a Forge Fast Expand, you do need to follow up with something interesting to keep the Zerg on their toes and to get you map control. Because Forge Fast Expand sacrifices a lot of map control. And we're going to see a no gas pool expo from Zerg. So what I want to look at is why exactly is Stargate play such a good follow-up to Forge Fast Expand? Oh, there's a gas. It's because Zerg typically will react by taking a third base very fast or going for early units, like a Roach Bust or a Baneling Bust. So their lair attack gets delayed by a little while, and it also forces the Zerg to make units they don't really want to make. Typically also, Stargate play forces Hydralisks, which Colossus are very good against. But Zergs are getting good nowadays about not making so many Hydras that they just get destroyed by Colossi. We only make a few to shut down airplay, and that'll be it. And, you know, the game feels kind of even at that point. So instead of following up with a Stargate play, I'm going to follow up with a different tech choice. Look at the worker count. We're pretty much even. There it is, Dark Shrine. I'm doing Forge Fast Expand into DT. And I really think that this is a fantastic strategy. And I sort of came up with it on the fly. I'm just like, oh, that seems like a cool idea. I bet that would work pretty well, so let's do it. You know, I don't know if anyone else has been doing it. I don't really recall seeing it. I'm sure some people do it. In Control loves his DTs. But in any case, and here's the Zerg's Hydra Den. And you can tell he's sort of preparing for that air Stargate play. But let's look at what the DTs allow me to do. It gets me up this Twilight Council. It lets me use a lot of gateways and spend a lot of minerals because this gas is being eaten up by the Dark Templar. It surprises the Zerg, and this is a pretty important aspect of it. Zerg expects airplay, and the DT is not something a Zerg expects. So here come the DTs, going to be hacking away at those drones, scouting out for more bases. I don't see this one, which is a pretty cool base to take, I think. And then go back here, kill some stuff, kill the queens. Zerg's detection, super late. Finally, there's his Overseer. And I have a good amount of map control. Zerg is a hit on drones, of course. But, you know, I know exactly what's going on. I should check this base. I haven't yet, but I will. And now I just keep sending out DTs. At this point, I saw a decent number of units, and I'm kind of worried, especially the Hydras. I'm kind of worried about an attack on the front. I don't have that many units yet, but finally, I'm going Colossus. And my follow-up is going to be pretty much the same as anything else. I'm going to go for the standard Colossus Stalker Deathball. Now you'll notice I probably can, well, my Colossus is delayed just a little, but I could be taking the third very shortly here. And, you know, I will in a little while. So, you know, against airplay, this is exactly the response Zerg is planning on. But now he kind of has to be worried about DTs. You have to wonder, you know, oh, I can't really move out that far because DTs are going to move in and kill stuff. Check this out. Target firing this hatchery. And wow, I got pretty close to killing it there. 490 HP left. He has to worry about me picking off hatcheries and getting into his minnow line. If there's no army nearby, I can just, you know, target fire stuff with a bunch of DTs. And obviously I'm not doing that. I don't have to do it. It just has to be the threat of that. And these hydras are way off creep, and I should be trying to kill that, but whatever. And I want to take a third. So already we can see this pretty fancy follow-up here. About even on workers. My third's late, but not significantly late. Zerg's delaying my third a little bit. Pretty smart. And yeah, we're seeing not the greatest army composition from our Zergy friend Panda Jewclaw. Mostly Hydras and Mutas, even though I didn't do anything to force those. And I mean, he saw the. Did you see the Colossus? I don't remember if he has or not, but it's kind of weird if he doesn't expect me to get Colossus. So, in any case, the follow-up is going to be just kind of a fun closing out of the game. But the interesting thing is that Forge Fast expand into Tech Up. That's very, very common. And I'm just sort of doing a different tech. I'm going DT instead of Stargate. And I think that's a pretty cool follow-up. I really like it. And this hatch is softened up enough that I can just focus it and dive. Whoa, don't lose the observer. Ah, man. I lost that. And now we have an army that's entirely weak to everything that I have, to be honest with you. Lings, Hydras, and Mutas, and like how many Mutas? 2 Mutas. What is that? That's just a waste. And I got my base up. Everything's fine and dandy and wonderful. Let's speed up a little more. This game's almost over. Going to move in. With the attack, but we're way too many Hydras. Kind of ridiculous. Yeah, he wants to do this, like, mass corruptor into Hydra thing, but firstly, he made way too many corruptors. So his ground army is just terrible. And secondly, yeah, but, I mean, I guess I could, really. He just has way too many corruptors, so he can't really make enough anti-stalker units to kill me right now. I can do some damage. I will back off and wait for those Colossi, but you know, speeding right along, making tons and tons of stalkers. Look at the harvester tab, we're pretty much even, everything's great. Good econ for both of us. Where's our Templar? Waha. Everyone loves Dark Templar, right? Do we have detection at this place? No, we don't. Hello. slowing it right down. I'm going to attack while this Dark Templar is doing damage. Always a good decision to do. Deploy a little bit of micro. Some force fields. I got more DTs in my army. And let's just check back here. How many kills does this guy have? 11 so far. Hello. 14. 15. And this is how you harass, folks. You attack one location and send units into another location. And he will almost certainly lose stuff before he can deal with both. 15 kills on that Dark Templar. How glorious. Here's another engagement. All these corruptors completely worthless. And he does have some Hydras, but it's really not enough. 19 Hydras is 38 Stalkers. Hydras are good against Stalkers, but they're not that good. By the way, Guardian Shield is fantastic against Stalkers. Wow, I haven't upgraded yet? That's really bad, actually. But anyway, here come the clock. The Raptor is kind of not doing much. Needs to get those in here, but... And by the time he does, everything is just cleaned up. And my DT's getting to work also. His Extractor is going to die. I don't know why I targeted that, but... And now he's just continuing to make Hydras. I don't really know why he's doing that. And I'm just focusing everything down. I've taken another base. I'm in great shape. Finally, I'm upgrading. At this point, I see a bunch of spine crawlers, and I'm like, well, I don't entirely know what's up here. I'm not going to really, yeah, I only have this many units. I don't really want to commit to attacking right up the front. I'm going to go take out some bases. A lot of chrono boosts going down. Replenishing my army as fast as I possibly can. More Stalkers and DTs. Don't underestimate the Stalker DT army. And by the way, you can use those Stalkers to snipe the Overseers, and then any DTs in your army are going to be doing a lot of damage. It's pretty great. One hit point left. So yeah, we look at the Zerg's team count. He's making a bunch of Brood Lords. He had to do something with those corruptors, right? But, I mean, the rest of his army is all rings. He literally pretty much has his corruptor, Brood Lord, Zergling. And economics-wise, I'm just so far ahead right now. Here it comes. Boss is a little out of position, unfortunately, but it's not really useful after I kill the rest of that stuff. So I'm just going to keep damage. Well, actually, I don't have Blink yet. That's interesting. Here's Blink. Go! Go, Blink, go! Yeah, there's more units getting out of position, but Brood Lords do have to retreat. They're not in a great spot right here. And I'm just going to leave my Dark Templar here to take care of the hatch. They are not necessary in fighting Brood Lords, so I'm going to leave them. By the way, Zerg's money is far too high. Many more actually. Worker count, by the way, is 23 to 77. And he's going to move in yet again, but what's this going to do? I have more stalkers on the way. Zerglings is running in. Blink has just finished, and bam! Right in there. Target fire. 1, 2. 2. 3. 4, 5. 6. And that's the end of the game. So yeah, if you're looking to do a Forge Fast Expand, try following up with DTs. It's not bad. All right, that's going to be it for this episode. So see you all later.